Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, joining us right now on the Dignified Delinquents podcast, we have Def Jam recording artist known for his hits such as Lil Booties Matter, Ooh She Thick, Top of the Line, and That Damn Birthday Chick. Make some noise for Trap Beckham in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, boss man?
Hanging out, man. Hanging out, just living.
Yes,
First
sir.
off, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Def Jam, you know. But I'm not part of Def Jam anymore. Definitely on my independent wave.
You took the independent wave. I ain't mad at that at all.
Opportunity. Salute Def Jam, but you know.
For sure.
You know.
It is what it is, man.
Absolutely. How are you enjoying the independent route?
It's lit, man. You know, I'm dropping, you know, way more frequently. I understand how to move around, you know. My foundation is already pretty solid, so being independent with a solid foundation is just a whole different wave of, you know, work and stuff that you know, encounter.
Absolutely.
Can you give us a little bit of insight on what made you make that decision to make that switch?
Well, it was supposed to be a single deal, so I ended up staying way longer, you know, than you know, we had worked out anyway. Mm-hmm. So they kept going back and forth with like, oh, is we gonna open another budget for another project and this, that, the third. And then they switched, like the head people in the building switched. That's when Paul Rosenberg came over and Steve Bartles left. So like when that happened, it was like all the artists that Steve Bartles had signed, it was kind of like not a priority to the new guys coming in. So like that's when I was like, you know, it's better for me to go independent because I need to be a priority. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you put out hits like Lil Booties Matter, Birthday Chick, I mean, you know what the hell you doing.
Yeah, man. You know, you gotta make a move. You know, I do it on purpose.
Yes, sir.
You know, bass ain't dead. Everybody just scared. You know, you gotta just turn them up one time.
Can I ask real quick while we talking about Little Booties Matter? Because in my friend group, I'm the little booty friend. So is there a woman by chance or a circumstance that inspired that song? Like what? Because you're the first one, I guess, that I've heard, you know, that highlighted the slim dick or the little booties. So was there something that happened that inspired that song, or?
Well, for a long time, I had a song called Thick. Like you look it up, it's like this song I came up with a long time ago.
But I heard
that. Can't take
love. Like, hey, like, do something for the little booties. We gonna do something for the little booties, and it was just timing. It happened. It like all the stars aligned, and you know I came up with a hit, and it did way better than what I knew it was a smash, but it really took off.
Yeah,
the part that really get when the beat drop a little bit. That's my part right there.
All the girls with saggy thongs be going in. I'm like, damn, your thongs, Lord. So being a Jacksonville native, did this city influence you to write the way that you write, create the way that you create?
Yeah, you know, just the lifestyle, you know, the nightlife lifestyle around there kind of inspired everything I came up with, and then you know, just being from Florida, just all the rest of the Florida influence. It's not just Duval, you know, it's Tampa music. And
absolutely.
Dade County and, you know, even Tallahassee with T-Pain, you know what I'm saying? So it's all over.
For sure. So with being from Florida, let's talk about your humble beginnings. Raised up in a family of 9, it was, am I correct?
No. Family of 9. Maybe everybody, like my cousins and everybody else.
So you tell me.
Like it was at some point it was 9 people under one roof.
Okay.
You know, it had a 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
But my mom, she's such a cool, nice person that she look out for everybody. So like, you know, it was a point. You know, I only have 2 sisters, but it was a point where we had 9 people living under our roof.
That's hard, man. That's love for real. So with your mom having this personality, is there anything special that you did for her at some point in time, which, you know what I'm saying, becoming established?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, you know, doing like little stuff, money here and there. And
right.
just the little things. I want, of course, I want to do the house, the car, those things, and the traveling and stuff like that. So I'm just, getting it all together. 2021, hopefully I can make something happen like that.
Absolutely. And you mentioned T-Pain being an influence, and I saw an interview where you talked about the album Epiphany specifically. You had to be about 16 when Epiphany came out, 16, 17?
I don't know. I forget how old I was, but I don't know. I might have been a little bit younger than that. But it was definitely a pivotal moment for me as a creator and a writer. Like, I listened to music in a whole different way when T-Pain dropped that album. I was like, yo, and I started writing in a whole different way. I started actually making songs instead of, just rapping all the time. So it was just real. It was an actual epiphany. It was crazy.
Epiphany was that album. That was one of the first albums that I knew from start to end. So I was like, damn, the fact that that was that album that gave you that epiphany. I was like, that's pretty damn dope.
Yep.
So Trap, I'm a teacher on the west side of Jacksonville. I don't know. I mean, I know you're a Jacksonville native, but I don't know if you're familiar with the west side, specifically off of 103rd. So my demographic of students loves your music. I told them today that I was talking to him. They was like, "Why are you talking to Trap? Little Booties Matter." So they were really excited. But when I talked to them and I asked them what they want to be when they grow up, all the time, 9 times out of 10 is either a musician or an athlete. So what would you tell a 12, 13-year-old who is aspiring to take the path that you've taken?
I would tell them to take the necessary steps, like sit back and look at everybody, study what you watching, see how they doing it, and make it happen. When I was their age 14, I was at my computer on my music software. I asked my mom if she got it for my birthday, and I was on my music software and I was learning it by using it. So if you're truly serious, I tell them to get the stuff, use it, so they can know how to use it, and they can have it and be able to create on their own without spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on studio time as teenagers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Learn by doing.
So I just tell them to just do that and stay consistent. Like, make sure you record at least once a week or something like that, just to keep the juices flowing. And by the time you 18, 19, you've been put in your 10,000 hours. To be a professional, you got to put in your 10,000 hours. No matter what you're doing.
Exactly.
To me, I didn't know anything about that.
That's fact.
Exactly. This is facts. Now I have a question for you, my brother. You said you would be on your laptop back when you was 12, 13, putting in the man. I was putting in the work. Now this young Trap, what was your name, if I may ask? Like, were you always just Trap Beckham, or did you start off as something, and then as your game elevated, as you became more serious as an artist with your craft, did you evolve into another persona, name? You know what I'm saying? Was there any change?
It was a situation where I couldn't be Young Trap anymore. Like, a lot of people still call me Young Trap. And it was just a situation where, like, when I signed to Def Jam, that name was already copywritten by somebody. So it was like,
okay.
I had already had, like, Young Trap Beckham as, like, my little side name. So I was like, what can I do for, like, 2 weeks? And, like, so I'm just him, let me just drop the Young. It's time to drop the Young.
Okay.
And
you was able to just run with the Beckham?
So I just said Trap Beckham.
But you was able to.
I embraced the Beckham and I dropped the Young.
So, but I'm saying, like, oftentimes that Beckham name, from hearing like the soccer player and the supermodel, that last name Beckham, I think they copywrote that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, you just can't be a Beckham if you just want to be a Beckham. You gotta be either born a Beckham or you gotta get it cleared through David and Victoria, because they own the copyright to every spelling of the word. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's awesome. Goals is fun.
You an honorary member of the Beckham family. And one of the things I appreciate about you is your interactiveness on social media. When Pornhub goes down, I go to your Instagram, because I can guarantee I can guarantee.
Okay.
But I was on your Twitter feed today, and you had a crazy incident at the airport, sir. Man.
Listen, so I'm at the airport minding my own business, man, and the airdrop comes to my phone. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, it's already a dice roll. So I said, you know what? Except this airdrop. It's a random airdrop and a phone with a seat set where you just waiting on your plane. That's where I'm at, chilling. So I accept the airdrop. I open it, and it's an OnlyFans promo.
Ooh.
See, that's not the problem though. The problem is, it's a female. And I'm like, whoa! I delete that shit before I delete it.
So essentially, somebody in the airport just
like 13 feet behind me. I'm talking about it.
Gotta respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Advertising in the airport, genius.
that is smart though.
Yeah, man. I was uncomfortable the whole ride.
Looking around like,
Who sent me this?
What seat they in? What level? What's their boarding class? So and your song "Birthday Chick," I can't have you on the line and not talk about the anthem that is. When you was writing that song, did you know that would be a song that gets played every single day? Like somebody's birthday is every day.
That is the party starter on our birthdays. Let me tell you.
That was the goal, but you know what? I didn't think it would be accepted in the culture like how it is. Like I knew it was gonna take off because it's already doing its thing like Florida before it took off, and then when it really took off, it was like, what? They rocking out in Australia now. It's crazy. So it's like
I've
every
been
day
the birthday chick
just,
every year since it's come out.
Videos and then,
I love that song.
Yeah, that song is an anthem. Like
so hard.
White people, black people, Asian, Hispanic. People don't even speak English singing it.
Everybody talking
Feliz Navidad chick.
We ain't gonna say nothing talking about Little Booties though. When I was in the club, Little Booties come on. Oh yeah, everybody know what time it is. Get up off the wall, get on the middle of the floor. It's about to go down.
That's when them baggy thumbs come to the dance floor though. You don't really be trying to.
Okay, don't do that.
Baggy thumbs.
So you mentioned that 2021 you have some things in the works and some things that you're working towards and some goals. How have you had to pivot with COVID and the quarantine? Like everyone had to make a pivot. What was your pivot?
I had to just learn the other things I was missing in my career. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what am I missing? It gave me time to sit back and say, okay, I need to do more content. I need to get more merch. I need to do all the little TV things. Make sure I do my drops. Make sure I'm replying back to people on social media. All the little tedious things it would take to be, a popular artist. You know what I'm saying? So I started adding that to my game instead of being so music oriented. Like all I would do is be buried in the studio instead of interacting with people. So that's what I bought. That's what COVID and all of this stuff brought to me and how I've shifted my game.
I like that, man. I like that you know what I'm saying, took the time to better yourself and just really, truly craft yourself into being this very authentic artist, and I can get behind that. Now, with that being said, I would like to play a game with you, man.
So it's basically this or that, and this or that. We put you in a scenario, you say either this or that,
and you have to say whether you would handle it in a dignified manner or in a delinquent manner. All right. So He's gonna spit you off a couple of situations. Go ahead, Vasco.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. A car cuts you off as you're driving across the Matthews Bridge. How do you respond? A dignified manner or a delinquent manner?
Dignified.
All right. What you saying?
Because somebody, it might go left in Duval. You never know.
You're
right. Good point. All right. While you performing, a fan attempts to pull off one of your chains. How do you respond?
Dignified. It depends on the fan. It depends on the fan. Depends on the fan.
If it's a young lady,
give us worst case scenario and best case scenario.
No. She's trying to pull off my chain. It's not. No, it's gonna be Delinquents.
Okay.
All right. A fan walks up to you.
Nah, we no. Hell no.
All right, next one. A fan walks up to you asking for an autograph, but they ain't wearing a mask.
I got a mask on, so
Okay,
I like that. Yeah. You safe in the pandemic.
Yeah, he's saying the right thing right now. Okay. All right. One more. A club books you to perform, but they don't have your back end.
I'm dignified, but I'm not going in the building.
You know what now?
It's all good because we got the front end. I mean, thanks for the free trip and the front end, but we won't be in this building tonight. It's a lot of buildings.
Thank you for flying to your city.
I appreciate you for doing that. And then before we let you go, we got to talk about this new song you got out right now. The video came out about less than a month ago, and it's called Litty Christmas. You took a classic Donny Hathaway song and turned that to a turned up, twerking, just banger. What? Not because typically for me, when someone takes like a classic song, I'm like, damn, they taking a classic. But you did it the right way. Why did you choose that song, and what was the inspiration, and how has that been so far?
Well, it's been great. I released it last year, and since last year, it's been just one of those holiday songs that the DJs love to just throw in their mixes. And it's what inspired it was just like me being Trap Beckham and being like, one of the bass kings right now and getting the ladies twerking. I wanted to bring that to Christmas. So I was just humming that song one day. I was like, yo, shit, girl. Hey.
Favorite parties ain't the same
So
anymore.
I called my boy Sway, the remix guy, and he whipped up a beat for me, and it was history from there.
Okay, then.
There it is. Hey, if y'all haven't heard it yet, y'all make sure that y'all go listen to Litty Christmas. This is a song your grandma gonna like.
And we giving away $1,000 too, man. You know what I'm saying? Who it is? Trap Beckham for Christmas. $1,000 to the best viral video. So make sure you tag me, hashtag Litty Christmas Challenge. And, on Christmas, I'm gonna unveil a winner.
You better get on your TikTok, your Instagram
I'm
Reels,
gonna call
your
my people
Twitter,
right now.
your Twitter
Let's make a
fleets.
synchronized dance.
Let's do a dance together. Hey, listen.
It's wide open right now. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no outstanding best video right now to me.
Not yet.
So
Don't worry about it.
still room, you know what I'm saying, to go and really show out and do something viral. So
Absolutely. I don't dance like that, but I'm finna get a two-step.
That's your girlfriend in Morocco.
We all make a video.
We finna be in that bitch looking like the Temptations. You hear me?
Y'all might get a lot of comments. You never know.
But listen, we appreciate you for coming on here. Where can everybody follow you at on social media?
Everywhere. Trap Beckham at Trap Beckham. TrapBeckham. You know what I'm saying? Just like David and Odell, everywhere.
Okay.
The little cousin to the Beckhams.
Little cousin to the Beckhams. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dignified Delinquents, and this is our special guest, Trap Beckham in the building.
Hey, thank you for coming on, Trap.